What is up, everyone? We'll start the live stream in about 10 seconds. Just checking the mic real quick, checking the live stream. What is up, everyone? All right. Sounds nice and loud. Make sure that's paused. All right. Let's get going. All right, so let's give this a playthrough before we get going. I did just get a MIDI keyboard today. Which for some reason, the stop button is playing the So yeah, I still have to update it apparently and get it all hooked up. So it's not gonna work how I wanted it, but at least the keys are working. And let me open up the stream page real quick and show you guys. It is the code 25. Wow, that's hard to show you guys. 25 key from M Audio. I have the 49 key, and those keys anyways are like a little, for lack of a better term, cheesy. They're not very piano-like, and this one has like the semi-weighted, and then forgot the other term that they used, but it's not quite like a piano key, but it's a lot closer, and it has more weight to it, and it feels better when you're playing. And the other keys, you get like fatigued quicker because the spring, you got to push down harder and stuff. And it just wasn't good for playing, and I really want to start learning to play more often. And I just needed something also to fit on the desktop. 49 key fits, but you don't leave much room for your drink and stuff. And I want a 25 key comfortably. I got my little drum pad. The pitch bend wheel was the most important. I wanted to make sure it had a pitch wheel. Yeah, exactly. And this has like a XY grid. I've never used one of those before, so that'd be cool to experiment with. Set up because I like growls and stuff with my EQs. So if I could set up the Q and the gain, or like the gain and then the frequency sweep on this XY, I think I could get some cool effects making some growls and stuff in lifetime, as well as like auto filters with resonance and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where I was doing and handling all day today, and now it's studio time, so let's get working. So before we get going, let me freeze some stuff real quick. Get my CPU handled, and let me go see why my dog's barking. I don't know why. Let me go see. I'll be right back. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Maybe he wanted to join the studio sesh, so that is let's see if you can see. Oh, wrong side. Dude, where'd you go? There he is. Chocolate Lab Cajun back there. causing a ruckus. I guess he just wanted to join the studio session. Let me just make sure the stream is going on live time. Okay, yeah, cool. Alright. Let me go back out. Alright. Now let's get back to work. I think we're good. I'm gonna be uninterrupted for the next hour or two. I need another listen to. Alright, so that's what we're working with. Let's see how we could build off of this today. The CPU is obviously going to act up while I'm live streaming. So I need to be careful on how many MIDI channels I have. So these I'm probably going to just flatten out. Yeah. Flatten those out. So we're helping the CPU a little bit with those. Let me just shape these real quick with the EQs as well, because I want these to not fight with each other. So. I always do my EQings weird. I like do a notch and then I do the shelving and then I do like the cut just to hear it all out. You know, if I really wanted to get precise, I could take these off since I don't need them and just kind of go there. But I like the way it is, so we'll just leave it as is. Then as well as I have these choirs and stuff, so I gotta pay attention to these too. Which again, I could flatten these too. They're just, let me just see what these are. It's G and A sharp. If we really are worried, what I like to do is make MIDI channel and just put MIDI. Oops. MIDI clips. And then that way, if I forget, we have that there and we have these here. And then also, because this is like the constant roller thing, this is a little different. So if you just want to plug and play, we'll just paste that right there. All right, let's flatten these now. I'm gonna try to do my best to jump back and forth. I may forget about the live stream. I mean the live chat at times, so pop out chat. There we go. That'll work better. Ish. I could put that like right there. All right. So like I was saying, we need to check out these real quick. Now it really doesn't matter. You could do stuff like this at the end, but I might want to keep layering, so I kind of gotta handle some stuff before I add more layers in. Okay. So let's see what these are. So I think that actually cleaned it up. They fit together better. Maybe, let's see. We'll put in, I always forget the company. Foxango. MZ. There we go. Pull some of the sides out of this, the low space choir. And then with the space one, do the opposite. So now we're going to take some of the mids out. And as well as we could put like this one to the right a little bit. Alright, almost done fixing these, and then I can move on, because if I keep hearing this over and over again while I'm working on it, it's just gonna bug me and I'm not gonna be able to concentrate like I want to, so I just need to handle this real quick. I'm just squashing it a bit because at some parts, you know, I could use a compressor, but I just like using limiters. I don't have a reason. I just I like that I could just quickly push it down real quick. Basically got everything I needed. If I still want some more attention to detail about it, we could go ahead with the Tokyo Dawn, the Nova, and then that way kind of compress that frequency range that is sticking out, that's bugging me. But you know, it's good enough for right now. Let's listen to it all together. This might come in handy. Maybe not, but take a note of that while I'm scrolling through. Well, now I'm actually getting a reverse symbol. That one might actually be pretty good. Yeah, that might actually work really good with the sweep over. Alright. Let's actually listen to it. I don't like how that tail came out so short. Like, it sounds pretty good in here. Let's see if we get it sounding good. I'm gonna put some 5-second reverb on it. And hopefully get a better result on this. Or we can even make it more dramatic, actually. Maybe even more, and then we could go on here. Yeah, it's a 5-second reverb. Most around that second range is what I mostly use. But that doesn't mean it has to be that way always. Oh, that's a little dramatic, but let's do something like that. Something like that would work good. It's G, so should work. It sounded like it was working. Probably drag this back. That actually sounded really good. One thing I want to do though was take out some frequencies. And as well as kind of automate it a bit. And then since we're doing the sweep, we could turn the Q up a bit. Even some more. Yeah, let me go to my live dashboard. It's easier for me to do stuff on here and keep track. Alright, so that's all there. Pop out is still working. Good. Okay. So this could actually, maybe not that much. So right about right there is good. So let's label these real quick. Sweep over and Raza. All right. I gotta think wisely. I gotta work wisely. I gotta think about what to freeze, what to flatten, and what to add. And if I add it, I gotta think of can I hurry up and get the video to keep the CPU going. I'm already at like where is it? We're already at 15. I could go to 2000. Anything more than that is just it bugs the crap out of me seeing the latency. Definitely won't be doing any live playing. At that point, I could probably unplug this. Maybe my computer would be a little more happier. But yeah, let's just see how far it goes before we start getting the crackles. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. Alright, one thing I did want to do with this pluck ARP was I wanted to test some samples, vocal samples that I had in here. So let me just show in, what is it, browser? Yeah, browser. Okay. I wanted to put this in the pluck ARP. Maybe get like a vocal stab if we can or something cool. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Alright, cool. That actually kind of sounds pretty cool. Let's maybe turn warp off. Oh wait, no, it was off. I just turned it on. Controls, where is it? Glide, portamento. I need you to stay. uh Stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away. I actually kind of like that. It's you can kind of hear, you kind of can't, and it's all the way to the right. Let me just squash it a bit. I need you to stay right. And then EQ. Just trying to take out like that hi-hat white noise thing out of the sound with the EQ. Then we squashed it so there's no surprises, and then I always kind of just have a compressor on there, but it's off, so if I need to get more dynamic with the squashing and control it better, but for the most part, if you just hurry up and get a limiter on there, you can solve your problems quickly without putting too much thought into it, and that's the name of the game. You want to forward and not put too much thought into it.
I need you to stay right there. Coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear.
So I decided I don't want it all the way right. I kind of want it to bleed into the left ear a bit, but mostly of the focus on the right.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away.
And then I'm also going to scan through and turn this up a little bit and see if we get a better vocal chop that fits just a little better. Kind of sounds cool as is, but then some spots it sounds a little weird, so. Where did I chop the sample from?
Won't you wait for me? I need you to stay. Won't you?
How about I get smart and use less of the vocal? There we go. And then if we do, was it Control J, consolidate it, and then slap it in there, that'd be even better. There we go.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay.
Damn, you can't fade it? Damn, son. I'm not liking the release on this. Much better. It was the sustain and the release together that I needed to control. Alright. The decay I could also mess with now that we actually have the pluck going. That's kind of how I wanted it. I wanted it just like a little layer with the pluck. Not so much like a stab, but just like a little t. I'm almost there, almost there. A little more messing with, and then we will move on. I almost had it the first time, and then I had to go ahead and mess it up. There we go. Alright. Vox, stab, arp, ting. I don't even know what to call that. Alright. So now it's blending with the pluck arp. That's what I wanted. And we could go ahead and flatten that. Actually, no, we may want to use some stab. Well, we could always throw it back in the sampler. And also do it again. Just got to remember where we pulled it out of. About 1.4. Alright. Let's flatten. Or at least freeze it. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Alright. Now what I wanted to do was possibly bring in, well, I wanted to change the hi-hat writing, I think. Like, I kind of like the fastness to it, but I feel like... The gaps are a little weird. So, that's where we're gonna settle. Only the fast one on the 2 and 4. What is on my master that I could take off? Oh yeah, look at that. Invisible limiter. Alright. So we'll take off the big old limiters and we'll put on a regular limiter. This is just a EQ. Right here. If you look at Google that, you'll find it and you can download it for free. I just put that in there because it's like the ear curve of how your ear perceives volume or frequencies. That's kind of like the curve to make it balanced. So you want that curve makes it flat, you know. So you could just mess with the scale. So you just, you know, um, and yeah, you could research that up. I literally just started using this actually on my master. I've seen it before. I've heard about it, so I kind of try to make my what's how do you explain it? Try to make my frequency analyzer match this by kind of like going by ear and being like, okay, if I want the highs to match with the lows, okay, this part's gonna be a little louder, so let's dip this and then turn these up a little bit. And it kind of just helps you work with the frequency ranges more and EQing. If you want to do some boosting and dips and stuff, it helps with that. Mastering wise, like I said, I just threw this on. This will be the first master with it on if we end up finishing this song. So I don't have much feedback on it yet. If you guys been using this, let me know in the chat, comment below, or if you have anything to say about using the Fletcher, what's the full name? It's Fletcher. Oh, it's not even on there. Like Fletcher Manson or Monsoon or something. I don't know. Just Google that hash brown Fletcher, and you'll get this, and then the name will be on there, and you could Google the actual term name of this EQ. My computer though is okay. I turn those off. I have this. I could turn this off. This I am using. So this should be good. Let's listen now.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear.
So I'm thinking about putting damage in. Thinking about it. The reason why I said thinking about it is because I hope my computer doesn't blow up. Contact libraries like to blow my computer up. Let's check this out. All right. There we go. Come on, contact. I believe in you, contact. I believe the stream is still health. Oh, that is also why the stream was playing. Ah. That should help my CPU a little bit too. Okay. Let me arm this track. Okay. Okay. I do not know how to make it full velocity yet on this keyboard, so I'll just use the drum pad. They don't feel that bad. I'm always suspicious of drum pads on keyboards because they just feel a little weird. I also need to move this up because I made my contact too big and now I can't fucking make it smaller. How did I get it up there like that? Oh well. Fuck it. We'll have to leave it like that. But what I wanted to do on the contact was get a little rhythm going in this break. So
Wait, my dear.
I'm trying to think. Is it gonna be just 2 sounds or 1? Okay, okay. So this repeats twice. So the first one will be just normal without these fast ones. And then maybe do something like. Alright. Let's name this damage. Freeze this up. I'm gonna have to turn the AC on soon, which hopefully it's not too loud for you guys, or I could just mute my mic, or we could take like a 5-minute session break, and then I could run the AC for like 5 minutes, cool down the room, and then we could get back. We'll see. Yeah, it sounded a little weird. Alright, so let's just flatten that. Do some work with the automation, and of course, now my other dog's acting up. Alright. And then maybe do like a resonance sweep. Hold on. Alright, sorry to leave like that. Dogs just are dogs and they bark at nothing. There's no one at the door, nothing. Fuck, where were we? Alright, I'm just gonna listen through this. Try to add something, maybe some more samples, Foley stuff, background stuff, stuff like that. Get this intro more interesting. Start building out the break and bridge. And then, as well as kind of start thinking of drop ideas. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to give that a comment in the chat and stuff. But yeah, let's give this a listen through. And yeah.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear.
Alright, so maybe some more sweeps, maybe like a down sweep white noise, or make a sweep out of this like we did with this part.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay.
It also kind of needs that right there. Maybe not as loud though. Save it more dramatic for the outros and stuff.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear. I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear.
Then we could also try to flip this around. You always want to make effects out of what you already have there, so it all kind of sounds cool. And then let's EQ these a little bit. Much better. And then if I need to adjust this, I could adjust it in automation or throw in another EQ. So, drop ideas. I still don't have any. We could just throw the MIDI on the drop and start plugging in sounds. But I'm not quite sold on this part, so we'll just mess with the intro and build up and breaks until we have an actual idea for the drop, or until we're satisfied with this part. Then we'll move on to the drop. Oh yeah, let's get some background sounds, so people don't press play and they're like, I don't hear anything, is it on? Let's give them something to hear right off the bat. Um, I need to record more of these. I have some packs that have some good ones, but I also want to get my own. Go to the beach and stuff. Maybe something like that we could get. And something like that we could also get. Maybe on some effects. Maybe like on the snare or something. So let's listen to the intro.
I need you to stay.
How we're gonna do this? Take off a lot of the highs. Take off the lows. And maybe like use this as like a sweep-ish opener. But then at the same time use maybe a simple delay and reverb. Almost there. Okay. Think we got it.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away.
Still not sold. Do we need a kick or something to just be like, hey, we're here? No. Maybe volume out of it? Oh yeah, let me check my master. Does this even work? I don't even know if it turned anything down. It's supposed to be the master. Well, at least hopefully nothing's turning down. Okay. Well, that doesn't work. I need to install the software. Anyways. What was I doing? Oh, the intro, volume automation. Boom. So, usually I just kind of fade them in if it sounds weird that it just plays right off the bat.
I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right.
Can these go up louder? So I think I need to get a snare build up, filtering up with this damage stuff. But I'm gonna go take like a 5-ish, 10-minute break. I'm gonna kick the AC on. We'll start part 2 of this live stream and see how far we get. We'll probably go for like another hour on part 2. So go get a drink of water, go get some food, go do a stretch, go do, I don't know what you want to do, but we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.